Yep. Let me get that out of there, man. That's my man Suncheyeld right there with Stand Up. Y'all can catch that on all social media platforms. Y'all know the spiel with that I got on my Created by Jones joint. That's also a Sunchild production or product, I should say. Um, Go catch his music, man. He even got a fragrance coming out too. I checked him out. I had him on the show one time, and we went over those. But y'all make sure y'all go check the music out, man. He got some dope stuff, man. Before I get into everything, y'all know the drill. Hit y'all with the intro.
Hey, what is this? Cool. It's Mike with the mic.
Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Your discretion is advised.
There we go. Once again, man, go check out Sunchild, man. That's stand up right there. But before we get into anything, man, we check out deuce5clothing.com, t-shirts, hoodies, inspirational tees and stuff like that. Invest in yourself, dream big, dream loading. And y'all can also catch this joint, the Created by Jones at createdbyjones.com. Y'all check them out. He got the online store up. Just trying to motivate and push things along. You know the deal over here, but I'm gonna get into it. Try to figure this thing out. We've been having a rough couple of days, I would say. It's times where we can't even get a chance to deal with one thing before something else kind of goes off. And I just want to try to kind of spread some love. And speaking of spreading love, I went and got my haircut today. I said I was going to shout him out. Above all cuts, I got his card here, man. 19229 West Warren. My man DB, tell him I sent you. I don't know if you can get a discount or nothing like that, but it's 19229 West Warren. DB, the head barber over there, man. Cal, man, they got a good squad going over there, man. He been cutting my hair forever. Got me together today. I had to get up to get out there to get it together. But with all that being said, let's get into this. The police officer, the verdict. I'll tap on that first. I don't want to sound like I'm like out of touch or something like that. I don't want it to seem like I don't care, because I do, but I'm not going to be overly excited for somebody getting punished for doing something wrong. Like, we always kind of get excited over the crumbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, he killed somebody, he should go to jail. Like, we should be happy that we got justice because we know how it can go, but we shouldn't be scared that it could go the other way. And that's why I be saying we more focused on like changing people, and we should be focused on changing laws. Like, if you do something like that, it should automatically be 10, 15 years, 20 years or something like that. You shoot somebody in the back, it should automatically be 20 years, and once we get that message out there, that'll kind of stop a lot of people from doing stuff. If you shoot somebody, if they live 10 years, it don't fucking matter. You can shoot them in the fucking pinky toe, it don't matter. Once we start doing stuff like that, then I think that, that'll put that extra thought in people's head before they do it, especially police officers. Like I said it last show, like, I think that they should take their pension and pay the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, motherfucker, you're not gonna do this and then ride off into the sunset with, $420,000. You know what I'm saying? Because it just be seeming like, sometimes the crime don't fit the punishment, if you ask me, because I said I'm gonna just wait till they sentence him, because okay, he's convicted, but it don't mean nothing if they sentence him to 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, that's what they're going to do. I know they got minimums and everybody like up to like 75 years, but I was talking to a friend of mine and I was telling them, like, just say something as simple as a speeding ticket. They'll say up to 90 days. They could say fucking 90 days. They could say 40 days. They could say 10 days. They could say time served and let you the fuck out right then. That's what I'm waiting on with this. Is just, I'm waiting on the sentences. My wife like, well, just take the happiness now. And I'm trying to do that, but like, I guess my mind won't let me do that because I'm happy that we got a racist off the street, but that system is still out there. You know what I'm saying? So we got one, but that's not fixing the problem. Like, as y'all can see, like the situation with the police officer shooting a little girl. Like, I mean, I don't want to even speak on that because I don't even have enough information. What I do know is a girl is gone, and that's fucked up. So, that's where I'm pretty much lead at. But as far as this verdict and stuff go, I'm more like, we'll see what happened in this, when they sentence them. You know what I'm saying? So I hold off expressing my happiness as far as what that go, because getting found guilty of something does not mean that he's gonna spend the rest of his life in jail. And that's why I say we gotta attack these laws that should come with mandatory sentencing, not just for us. I think it should be worse for a police officer because you know better. You supposed to know better. You know what I'm saying? And somebody did put a post up like, why ain't black police officers killing people like that? And I don't know the stats, so I'm not throwing it out there. I'm not the guy for that, but you never hear about that. You never really hear like at a rapid rate black cops killing white people or black cops killing black. And then people throw the black on black crime in there. Like, nobody should be out killing nobody. Nobody should be putting a knee on nobody's neck. Black, white, old, young, fucking Mexican. It don't fucking matter. Chinese, Asian. Nobody should be putting a fucking knee on nobody's neck till they fucking stop breathing. And that's the problem. If you do that, it should already be stuff in play where you do that 20 years, get the fuck on. And we wasting time with all this verdict, and it take one motherfucker to be like, I don't know. Like, I was watching a little clip of Candace Owens, and she was basically saying like he didn't do nothing wrong. There's people out there like that. And that's what I mean. Like, we can't keep allowing stuff like that to be in the air, because what if Candace Owens was on there? Then you got a fucking hung jury and my man go to the crib. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I mean by that. We gotta get away from that kind of shit, because there's people out there like that. There's people out there that really think he didn't do nothing wrong. Like, I don't know what the fuck video they was watching, but it's really people out there like that. It's people out there like with the Rodney King shit. Like, people will say like, he shouldn't have been speeding. Like, come on, man. You don't beat the shit out of somebody. You don't kill somebody. With Eric Garner, you don't choke a motherfucker out like all the way out for the shit for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're a police officer and you're supposed to be trained to handle these different kind of ways. So with that being said, I mean, I'm not going to drill on that too much longer. I'm waiting on to see how many years they give him, because if they give him 10, he'll fuck around and do 4 of that. You know what I'm saying? Get out and do 2 of the 4 in a halfway house. Get out on fucking good behavior, and something else happen and somebody else get killed and some other shit happen. We'll forget about him and they'll slip him out the back door. So that's what I mean why we gotta quit attacking people, because ain't nobody gonna change. If somebody's racist or whatever, they gonna be racist. We gotta put a system in play. Like, they got a system. We gotta fight the system and quit fighting people. But that's just me and how I feel about it, man. Just just be careful out there, man. They on edge, we on edge. They feeling disrespected and all that shit. Like, I mean, I'm talking about when I listen to like some of the stuff, like I be reading the comments, and sometimes when they be going live, like, with the verdict and stuff, and people like, comply or die. Like, that shouldn't be the line. Like, we got to find somewhere where we can get along and say, okay, man, if this happened, this happened. Okay, that's fine. Maybe police officers ride together. Here's the ideal. I thought of this the other day, and I said I was going to throw it out there. 2 police officers in a car. One of y'all don't even got no gun. Since y'all motherfuckers want to act like you can't tell your gun from a fucking taser. All right, whatever. Too late for that. okay, I'm in the car with my partner. He got the taser, I got the real gun. So if some shit happen and they fighting, there's no reason for me to even touch nothing. Tase his ass. So it won't be no fucking mistake. You got 2 tasers, I got 2 guns. Won't be no fucking mix up. It's stuff like that. And then like if you a police officer, if your body cam off, you fired. Like if something happens and your shit ain't on, you getting fired or suspended or something. Even if don't nothing happen, if you pull a motherfucker over and they come to court and say, well, this happened, and they be like, well, where the body cam footage? Oh, my shit was off. 3 weeks off, no pay. That's gonna tighten motherfuckers shit up on, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I think it'll tighten shit up along with police in the area that you live in. But I mean, that's just something you can throw out there because I don't know. Like I said, I don't have the answers. I don't act like I got the answers. All I'm doing is let's just start the dialogue of fixing it because I think we all agree that it's broke. And my issue be to the people like Candace Owens that act like it's not broke. I don't got time to convince you if it's broke or not. Everybody who agree that it's broke, let's go and work on that. And we can get that changed because I'm done with the sidestepping, trying to convince somebody. I'm done with the sidestepping to try to convince a racist person not to be racist. You want to be racist and hate black people? Go to fuckhead. These laws gonna be in order to where you can hate me all you want to in your house, but if you touch me, this is gonna happen to you. And that's what we gotta focus on. But like I said, man, it's just crazy that we just getting knocked off at this rate and we still focusing on people. We got to get off of that. I think we got to get off of focusing on people and we really got to focus on cracking this system. And, so my friend Chris put up shout out to Chris, man. He put a stat up and he said we should, as a people, and I said this before too, like we should have more input on who police us. If somebody that don't live in your city get a job, motherfuckers should know who he is. Like, who is this guy? Do a background check. Everybody, hey, we just hired such and such or thinking about hiring such and such. He live in this city. He don't live in Detroit. He live in, Novi. Okay, this is the dude. We gonna check him out. Maybe that can help too. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. This is just some things, and that's something that he posted, and I'm like, oh man, that's another good idea. But with that being said, man, just be safe out there. Keep praying and try to be safe, man, because I just really feel like they so on edge. And we are too. I'm talking about like civilians versus police officers. Everybody's on edge. Everybody tensed up. Somebody got to relax. Or we got to get a situation where it makes them relax. Because it just don't seem like these motherfuckers calming down none. But with that being said, man, I'm done with it, man. Just pray. And then, like I said, I'm going to wait on the sentencing and see what they do with this boy because we gonna be right back mad if they get this motherfucker 7 years. For real. That's what I'm saying. So we all up high like, yeah, he got convicted. And then we get slapped out the air because they gave him 7 years. So I say hold off. My wife said, take the happiness now. And I'm trying to. I just can't. But with that being said, man, shop at refresh.com, refreshus15.com, man. They came over, brought me my stuff a couple weeks ago, man. I ain't really got a chance to go nowhere. We still COVID. People act like we not still in the pandemic, man. There's people out there. The funny shit fucked me up. It's not funny, but when I seen it, it was like, what the fuck? People that got both vaccines still caught it. So I'm all confused about that or whatever. And, from what my wife was explaining, and I don't know, I ain't looking to it or not, like, it's not really a cure. It's like it helps you handle it, your body handle it better. Like, that ain't what the fuck y'all was saying. You know what I'm saying? I took it as take the shot, you won't catch it or whatever. Apparently, you can still catch it. So y'all be safe out there, man. Just mask and keep doing what you've been doing, what you should have been doing. You should have been washing your hands. You should have been gnawed all up in the motherfucker face. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be doing that anyway. So, keep that where that's at. But anyway, refreshus15.com. Go check them out, man. They hooked me up with some hoodies. They got some nice joggers, man. I know we head into summer and stuff, and they got some good stuff over there, man. Just go check them out. But I want to get into the series Them on Amazon. Um, I don't want it to. I always want to start things off, especially when it's something where it's up for debate. I don't want people to think like I'm just automatically hating or praising it. I don't know, how I really feel about this. So let me say that too. But I think it was some good writing and they got some good points across. I do believe that. I believe that they got a little too deep on the stuff, with the all the it's just how the whole thing was set up to me. I think I probably had a problem with that. Like just everybody just so stiff on what the point they trying to make. It wasn't kind of like relaxed. Like you got this black family and then these people, and for people that didn't see it, I hope I ain't spoiling it for you, but it's just I think they went too hard at trying to be too deep. You know what I'm saying? It was like y'all really on some like let's drive this point across that they racist. Like, okay, we get it, man. Like, because without telling too much, it's a lot of stuff that happened where it was like nobody's gonna say nothing. Like when they hung all the stuff on their house, it was just kind of like I don't think a black person would have been that calm. I don't think they would have stayed that long. So I understand you get caught up in a house or whatever, but I don't know. It just seemed kind of forced to me a little bit with the point. But anyway, it was a good job. Like the cast, I like the little girl. She did a good job. What was the daughter name? Gracie or something like that. I wrote the girl name down. Melody Hurd. The young daughter, that was cool. The white lady that she slapped the shit out of her, she did a good job too with her nervous and scared faces and all of that. Like if you seen it, like it was cool. But I'm not with the paranormal stuff. Like everybody got like an imaginary friend or whatever. Like I don't know, but this is theirs. I'm saying you right. It was good. It wasn't bad to me. I'm gonna say that too. I just feel like they was rubbing the racism on kind of thick with this one. And it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm just tired of that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what it is. But like on some real shit, 1 to 10, man, I give it a solid 6, 7. You know what I'm saying? And it depends. Like I probably won't watch it again. Because my thing is, I'm kind of tired of all the race movies a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of lead me to what I kind of want to talk about next. Like, is that all we can do? Is like race pieces, slave movies, dope dealing movies, and criminal movies? Like, we need a Cosby Show. We need give us a Grey's Anatomy where it's a black hospital with all black people running. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why we can't do other stuff like sci-fi or superheroes? I know we like had Black Panther, but like, did we really? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we be having black actors on certain shows, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I just don't. We ain't got no Cosby Show no more. We ain't got no Different World or nothing like that. Like, where is that at? And that's what I mean. Like, it seemed like all the big movies, like the big movies or whatever, it's always like a slave movie or something to me. You know what I'm saying? 12 Years a Slave and stuff like that, like Django and stuff. Like, those are real big movies, but then something like Thurgood Marshall kind of slipped through the cracks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know who to even blame in that situation. Is it us for not going out to see the shit, or is it them for that's all they gonna give us? That's all they gonna allow to let in. So, that's my question. But I don't know. It just seemed like it got to be some kind of slave shit or some tragedy or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Malcolm X, he ended up getting killed. Like, oh man, we'll do that. And it's like, we got other stories where it was a happily ever after. Not saying that, Malcolm X wasn't happily ever after, because a lot of people still live off stuff he talked about and preached about. But what about those people who invented something and lived a fucking normal fucking life? Like, we can't tell that story. That's not interesting enough. Who fault is that? Is that theirs or ours? I don't know. I think sometimes it's kind of us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I do got this question though, because I wrote this down. Like, because I was talking to a friend at work about like the quote pandering. You know what I'm saying? Like like, who is we pandering to? That's really the question. Like, is we pandering to Hollywood, or is, as writers and creatives, are we pandering to like what the fuck black people willing to accept? That's what I mean by, like, I don't know if it's really them or Hollywood or us or whatever. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to stuff like a podcast or especially music, like movies, like even clothes and stuff, it's kind of like we can't never just do something and be creative, because we always got to keep in mind that we got to satisfy our people. And it's like, why y'all can't just accept create what we give? You see what I'm saying? And that, that's why I be saying, like, what are we pandering to, and for what? You know what I'm saying? So it's like we kind of pander to these stereotypes, like we gotta make gangster rap. Like, no, we don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta make slave movies. No, we don't. We don't have to make fucking clothing lines and clothes that's skinny jeans. We don't have to fucking do that. Like, so why are we continuously doing that? Is it them or is it us? Me, I always say that, because Menace to Society was a bigger movie than the Jackie Robinson story. So I'm just trying to figure out, who is kind of to blame to that. And when we make sure we do something like that, like how people like basically kind of cut into Tyler Perry, like that was just something different. And then, he gay and he sold his soul and he getting fucked and all that. Like, people take that shit way somewhere else, but then y'all will let Menace to Society through and be like, okay, that's us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the things I be doing. Like, I don't know, man. It's just one of those topics, because is it really about the Oscar, or is it really about pleasing us? Because look how Friday did. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a good movie, you know what I'm saying, with a good storyline and everything. But then when he did Are We There Yet, we was like, get the fuck out of here with that family shit. Same dude. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to figure out, when we think about stuff, I want people to think about that. Like, as a creative, I've written a couple of movie scripts and stuff, and I just write. Like, I don't care what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's why. So do I gotta write a dope dealing movie for y'all to be like, okay, that's good? Like, if I write something, a sci-fi, I remember telling a dude, when I talked to a dude about like producer movies and stuff like that, he was all into the, Triple J shit, like, oh man, nigga cheating and the nigga getting killed, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, man, I also got this sci-fi thing. He like, oh yeah. Like, the whole fucking vibe changed. And this was a black dude. That's what made me kind of question, what I'm doing. But we do good holiday movies too, like The Best Man and stuff like that. So we can do it. I just don't get why we don't do it all the time, because that's going to change how our kids react to what we got going on. If all we giving them is fucking gangster rap, and all we giving them is Menace to Society, and all we giving them is, fucking fanny packs over the shoulder, like, what the fuck do you expect, in return when that motherfucker get 18? You've been feeding them this shit for fucking 17 years. So, I don't know. I just don't get, like, why is that all we celebrate? You know what I'm saying? We can do comedy. We don't have big budgets. That's another thing I want to talk about. Like, and that be kind of part of people knock on like black movies. And I had read an article the other day too. They said, like, anything under, like, I think it was like $1 million, they consider that low budget. Like, I think I'll do a good job with $1 million. Like, I think, you give me $1 million budget on some shit, I can get the job done. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, who wrote that article? It's just stuff like that we got to kind of look at and focus on, because I just don't think and I'm not letting white people off the hook. I'm not saying that white people not racist. What I'm saying is it's not always whitey. If we wanted to gather up and go fucking see Thurgood Marshall, we could have. We just didn't. I always go back to Soul Plane. Everybody's seen that, but nobody's seen it in the movies. Nobody went and gave them a fucking dollar. That's why that movie is considered a flop. But everybody's seen that shit. Niggas know that shit damn near word for word. And, I don't know. It's just like, to me, man, it's just like we only accept a few topics. Dope dealing, some killing shit, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And we'll take a holiday movie every now and then. And it's like we kind of gotta start reaching out and allow people to be creative, without telling them they gay or whatever with the Tyler Perry shit. I wouldn't put on no dress or nothing in no movie, but my question is, who are we really, I don't know, man, who are we really pandering to and why though? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. That's just a question that I have. So maybe y'all can help me out with that if you like. But I do ask, like, writers, like, when y'all do these movies, are we dumbing it down to be accepted by our own people? You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. And I want to think about, like, just throw this out there. I ain't got that many subscribers on my YouTube. Don't too many people watch my like podcast thing or listen to it. I'm just doing this because I do it for me. But I had somebody tell me, like, you'll have more people watching or subscribers or whatever if you had a gimmick. Like, why? I gotta have, that's what I mean, like, as far as the pandering go, like, why do I gotta have a gimmick? Why I just can't get on here and be myself? I thought you said we was cool. And it's like, I thought it was black power and support black people and uplift. Why I gotta fucking do some other shit for you to fuck with me? That's not me. That's what I mean. That's one of the things. So me trying to be myself, play these boys' music, promote people shit, shout people shit out, and try to inspire people and just get on here and talk my shit. Like, why that ain't enough? Why, when somebody come with a clothing line and say, okay, this is what I got, or somebody come with some music, some positive music, why we never accepting to that? Why our artists gotta always like pander, and that's the word I'm using, to this like ignorance? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that really what it is? Is it really that's how we gotta reel y'all in? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta have a gimmick. So me talking about small business, I did a show about businesses you can start with under $5,000. Everybody getting all this pandemic money. Nobody even want to hear. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. We like, fuck that. We finna travel and turn up. And then it's like, then you wonder why we in the position we in. You see what I'm saying? Because, not saying y'all gotta listen to me, because I listen to other people too. I'm getting in the groove of things too, but I pass that information along, and everybody that know me know I will help you out if I can. If I could do something to help you out, I'll definitely do it. But like, me just playing people's shit and posting these people clothes and shit, like, that don't mean shit, because I don't got no gimmick, because I'm not on here smoking. I ain't got no fucking Hennessy bottles, and they ain't never been a fucking sponsor. Only way they gonna be a sponsor or something once I reel y'all in, and once I got 100,000 followers, then here come these people that I've been doing. Like, I always say with like Air Force One shit with Nelly, like, he made that song, but he didn't have no contract with them. And it's like, okay, that's when they kind of fuck with you when we do shit like that. And it's like, I don't know, man. Like, maybe I could put some 1738 bottles up here. Maybe I fire up a blunt or something. Like, I gotta have some kind of fucking gimmick. Like, and I didn't even get offended when the person said that. I was just more like, that's fucked up that we look at each other like that. You know what I'm saying? It damn near make me sad. You know what I'm saying? It damn near disappointed, because fuck all the invest in yourself shit. I throw on a Gucci shirt, I'm cool. I throw on some Jordans, I'm cool. I fire up a blunt, give me some backwoods in here, all of a sudden I'm cool now. So at that point, my question would be like, and then another thing, like, I play somebody music like Suncheyeld shit. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. How you know? You never heard it. That's the reason why I'm playing it, to help it get out there. But if I played some shit that y'all done heard 700 times already, oh yeah, Mike be playing the hits. Like, why though, man? Like, why we can't give each other a chance? But like I said, man, don't know, if I just Gucci it up, get some blunts and all that shit, then you'll subscribe. Then you'll watch my shit. Then you'll share my shit. If I'm like on some ignorant shit, basically, to sum it all up, I got to be on some fucking bullshit that's not me. So if I do all of this stuff to appease you, then I'm not being myself. So now I'm doing this shit. Now I got to fake it to you. And then when I turn the fucking equipment off, I got to go in here and be a whole different motherfucker to my wife and kids. I'm not going to do that. Either you going to be cool with me the way I am, or fuck you. Like, that's just how I feel about it. And that's just how I've been doing it this whole time. Y'all don't think I could have like hit up somebody and been like, hey man, I'll pay you, come be on mic with a mic. But that shit fake. Like, I ain't no knock to no artist that's out there, but I would really rather promote my friends while I'm doing this. People that's close to me that I know care about me, and not just doing that shit just for people to like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. That's the part what I mean. Like, me doing all of that. If I came on this bitch with fine smoking on a blunt and sipping some fucking Henny, that's Sprite in there. You know what I'm saying? But like, if I'm on here and I'm drinking Hennessy and I'm all laid back, I can't even imagine like what people that know me would say. Like, if I did that shit like out the blue, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I said, yeah, you right, I do need a gimmick, when the nigga said it to me. Yeah, man, you need a gimmick. Okay. If I'd have went and did it and then like, okay, I fired the camera up and all of a sudden I'm firing a blunt up and I'm playing some fucking like music y'all heard before. First of all, you got to pay for that. You can't just play people music y'all to get flagged. So I got to pay for that to impress you. I got to buy some weed, buy a different fucking shirt and all this stuff to impress you. And then you will subscribe. That means you don't fuck with me anyway. So really, fuck you anyway. So I'm not finna pay you to like me. That's basically what it is, man. Me and my friends, the people that I promote on here, we text each other, we call each other. Hey man, what's going on? Nothing, blah, blah, blah. That's way more important. I'd rather take these, what I got. I think I got a little over 100 subscribers. I take those 100 over 10,000 fake ones. I don't want it that way, where I gotta embarrass myself, embarrass my family and my kids and stuff. And I'm not gonna do that for, I don't know. So once again, that lead me back to my original question. Who are we pandering to and for what? Because the sponsors, they don't give a fuck what show I got going on. If I got 100,000 followers, they coming anyway. If I get 1 million views, they coming anyway. So when I got to make all these adjustments, it's for the people that I'm trying to attract. Sad to say, well, not sad to say, I'm not going to say it's sad to say, but for your information, I'm not trying to attract no dumbass niggas. I want to attract y'all to change y'all, but I'm not coming to y'all circle to be one of y'all. I'm coming to your circle to change it. So if that ain't the conversation you want to have with me, then go click on somebody's shit who played music. Go somewhere else. I don't beg nobody to watch my shit. I don't ask nobody to share my shit. I do this for me. I feel good when I get done knowing I tried to do something to help somebody. That's enough for me. I go to sleep good off of that. That'd be enough. But it's no way, like I said, it's no way that I can feel right about myself if I would have took his advice and said, you know what, you right. Let me do some fucking bullshit and get people to like me. I thought we was already cool. And end of the day, because I was talking to a friend of mine, another dude, like I kind of met, he do podcasts too. And he was like, people in his family not even subscribe to his YouTube or to like his podcast thing on like iTunes or something. Mine either. I don't know. Let me say that too, but I probably got 100 people in my family and they not subscribed to my shit neither. And that's the thing about it. Like, that's my family. These are my friends. Why I got to do something extra for y'all? I shouldn't have to do nothing for y'all. I get the nigga in Chicago or the nigga in fucking Memphis somewhere. Okay, Michael, do something to impress me, nigga. I'm on the other side of the world. So the conversation we was having was simply just that. I'm not going to pander even to my family. I'm not going to pander to my kids or to even not even to my wife, because I don't do it for that reason. The reason I do it is to help these folks get their stuff out there as well as my stuff. And I get on here and I throw a subject in between every now and then talking about, you know, the George Floyd stuff or anything I be talking about. But the real objective is to get people shit out there. So you know what you getting when you come here. You're not getting no nigga with no blunt in his mouth and then some nigga hyping up some nigga I don't know. I'd rather hype up my boy Germ. I'd rather hype up Mo or Jelon or somebody, or Linkway got the new song I like and shit, man. Like, why wouldn't I play that for y'all? And that's what I listen to when I'm in my fucking car. That's who I am when I turn the cameras off. So why the fuck would I turn them on and be somebody else for you to like me? You don't like me. You like a fucking clown, some clown shit, because that's what I would be if I did that. But anyway, back to that part, because, and that's another thing too. Let me say that too, because people get a little extra sensitive. I'm not taking no jab at nobody, especially in my family, because I heard some stuff before, but that's a whole nother topic. Like I'm taking jabs at my family. No, I'm not. I do, however, feel where he's coming from when he say nobody's in my family has subscribed to my fucking YouTube or downloaded my shit. That's pretty offensive. You know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit. Like if you do something, how mad would you be if you did something and people in your circle don't even fuck with it, but then stay in your circle or want to stay in it? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm doing. Well, I ain't gonna fuck with you on that shit, man, because you don't smoke no more. And then niggas start giving you the cold shoulder like, damn, so long as I'm on the bullshit, we cool. And that's basically what he was saying. Like, you know, when before I did all of this stuff, people was fucking with me. And I feel him, and that's the part I feel him on. So I'm not trying to offend nobody, but if that shoe fit, then go and get your gump on, man, and run all the way across the country and turn around. But like I said, when we do this pandering, we do it with our music too. And these are a couple things that I kind of wrote down. But before we go on, before I get into that, DetroitCousins.com. Make sure we get our shout outs while I'm talking about shouting people out. DetroitCousins.com. He hit me off with the sweatshirt. It was a good sweatshirt. I like it. Be the change that you want to see in Detroit. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out. DetroitCousins.com. That's my guy Ari, man. Talked to that dude one day. We just chopped it up one day, and it's been fucking smooth selling since then. He a cool dude, man. But when I be talking about this pandering, back to that, when we do it with our music, like we don't have no, like, when the last time we had a like We Are the World song? I know Lil Baby had the one song, but this is not a knock to Lil Baby. You can't do fuck bitches and do dope and, you know, murder niggas and then hit me with this. You can, and I appreciate it, but I want to hear it as a collective, you know, from a lot of people. That's why I say we don't got no We Are the World. We ain't got no self-destruction or nothing like that. And what was that from fucking Jason Lyrics? Wasn't that Jason Lyrics? You Will Know, where everybody get together and say, hey man, we about to get off this bullshit. At least give us one of those every now and then. I think we should get one of those a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the name be doing the year-end wrap-up? How about all y'all get together and do like a positive song like all once a year? That'd be cool. But, you know, I think, and this is me because I want to make sure I'm getting the point across and my feelings. That's why if I stop and be jabbing in and out, like I'm kind of off of that, the white man shit. Fuck them, man. We can do this shit on our own. We don't need to be having all these situations where we need them to come rescue us. We can change the way we live in and change the way we are where it won't lead to that. Because, I mean, to go back in it before I go too far, speaking of that, like, just to speak on the situation with the little girl. Had that police officer been me, I would have knew those people that's living there because I live in that community. So I know who is who when I even pull up. That's what I mean about we can do something to protect us. We can change the music. We can change the clothes. We can change the message. We can change who is important in our culture. Because at this point, we seriously letting Lil Nas X say something. Shut the fuck up. Somebody should be like that. And let people be themselves. No, that's how we got where we are now. With all this bullshit, I'm gonna do something to shock people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna invite nobody over here, and then when they get here, tell us about Monica Lewinsky. Like, I'm not gonna do nobody like that. And that's the kind of shit we gotta get away from. Like, this is not, I don't think my show whack, but I'm pretty sure niggas out here like, man, nobody wanna hear that shit, Reef, especially from you, Michael. You know what I'm saying? And then that be another thing, and then that be black people doing that. Don't nobody wanna hear that shit from you, nigga. Who is you? And it's like, I'm just a nigga who just trying to make things a little better, turn the knob a little bit. These people over here help me, and then if we can get you and we'll be cool. Now it's 10 of us. Then we go out and get 10 more. Don't nobody want to be that first one, but let some shit happen. And all of a sudden, Michael got the #1 podcast in the country. Let's just say my shit take off and go somewhere else. the whole attitude of the people who wasn't fucking with you in the beginning, they changed. That's why one thing Jay-Z said, he said, money don't change, you would change the people around you. I don't 100% agree with that, but I do agree with it real strongly because I'm doing this shit now. And I say, email me your music. Speaking of, Mike with a mic 313@gmail.com. You want to send in some music, you want to be a guest on the show, whatever. Got questions? Email it to me, Mike with a mic 313@gmail.com. A couple people send me music, but let me get 100,000 subscribers. That bitch will be filled up to the moon. And it's like, why do it take that when this is what it's for? And then after you running around trying to get somebody else to fuck with you or another race to fuck with you, then you'll circle back around to Michael and say, hey man, since you got your shit together, nah, I fuck with you. But like I said, it starts down here with us. I always say that. But back to the pandering shit, by the way. I think that we fucking it up because, and when I say we, I'm talking about the old heads, because that's another thing I found out recently, that I'm an old head. So I'm going to say us old heads. We got to teach the kids and we got to teach them that getting it out the mud that's not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't have to get it out the mud. We are in a position to where we don't have to fucking get it out the mud. Like, we raise our kids on that get it out the mud shit. Like, throw our kids out at 18 unprepared for the world. No good credit. We don't add them to nothing. We don't teach them nothing and say, get it out the mud. Then we wonder why they so angry, because the stuff that you mad at your parents for not giving you, your way of repaying the world or karma or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you do the same thing to your kid, knowing how you felt going into the world unprepared. So why would you do that to your kid? So I'm doing my best to none of my kids have to do that, or my grandkids or people around me for that matter. If I can get to a spot where I get millions of dollars, why wouldn't I reach back and say, you know what? Linkway, here you go. Here's $100 grand, nigga. Go do an album with some features and get your shit out there for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you got to kind of play the game. That's what I mean by pandering, but not too much. I know this dude ain't on no bullshit. So here we go. Let's get this going. And we gonna, roll this over and get the shit going, because everybody don't have, like, I think we are past the get it out the mud phase. I really do. We blow money on so much bullshit that I don't get it. So that whole out the mud shit, that mentality got to go. That the game is to be sold and not told. That shit got to go. We are literally black people and poor people, but mainly black people. We are the only ones that live by that shit. We'll know some shit. And I saw the video where Just Hilarious was saying that, then somebody was like, what's my man name? The dude just got caught cheating. Like, you shouldn't do that. If I go to school for something, why would I tell you and I owe student loans? Like, I don't think like that. I never have. Anybody that know me know that. But I just feel like us doing the things that we do to, like, get famous, why are we really doing it? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the question, I guess, really what it is. And I just think it'd be real disrespectful, as hard as I work, as hard as Nick mama work, all my kids, as hard as they mamas work and as hard as I work, for them to say they got it out the mud. Like, I'm out here busting my ass. My kids is welcome to live with me if they want to. They come here, they eat. I don't never ask them for and sometimes with my daughters, I ain't trying to put y'all business out there, but I give you gas money when you come over. I don't care about stuff like that. Just come over and let's just spread this love around. Let's hide these grandbaby smiling. Let's get some smiles on some people's faces, because if you're feeling good, you're doing good. And I really believe that we can pass those kind of attitudes along. And then when them grandbabies and them kids and Nick and Michael get bigger, they ain't got to worry about out the mud. Daddy already did that for you. So, or tried to. I do my best. You know what I'm saying? I fall short too, like the rest of us. So ain't gonna be no, finger pointing at Michael for failing on some shit. But like I said, it'd be disrespectful if Mr. Nick say, I'm gonna do some music, daddy. All right, cool. We're gonna rent a studio. All right, we're gonna chase your dream. And then he play his song about how hard he had it in his life. That would be so disrespectful to me. Like, you are an ungrateful, privileged motherfucker. I will really be upset. And that's why I say, why do he got to make those kind of songs? Why can't he make a song about how hard his daddy worked to get him a fucking laptop and had a cell phone? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with the Fresh Prince life? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying he living the Fresh Prince life, but he not. But why is Will Smith whack, but not Lil Nas X? You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to kind of get back to that. Like, why it ain't no self-destructions, but, we got WAP. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with neither one, because you can do what you want to do. And I'm not with putting the cap on the creative, but the message got to be something different. And we got to separate those. Your 4-year-old shouldn't know the words to WAP, but don't know the ABCs. So that's what I mean about that. But I don't know. Anyway, I guess I can get back kind of to the movie shit, because I don't want to, kind of prance too far, because, that's kind of the questions that I was asking, because, I just try to figure out, like, who are we really pandering to and for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I for another example, before we go, like McGraw Ave, shout out to them dudes over there. I don't even know who shot that. I wish I knew, but the McGraw Ave stuff, I watched it and it's really good. But it's really people out there that won't watch it simply because it's low budget. Like, what the fuck? Y'all won't even give people a chance. I'm not going to listen to Mo music or Suncheyeld music because he don't got Drake on the hook. Like, come the fuck on, man. But then you want a nigga to buy your motherfucking shit, though. That be the stuff that really get me. But I don't know. I was just saying, like, I just, like I say, man, it just make, in all kind of avenues, like I say, going back to when I talked to the dude about the movie stuff, he was kind of into it, like, yeah, man, yeah, that sound kind of good. Then I was like, yeah, kind of hit him with the sci-fi shit, and he like, oh, the whole shit changed. And it's like, nah, I gotta pander to this nigga. Like, for what though? For you to fuck with me? That mean you don't fuck with me. You just trying to come up off of me or gain some kind of, I guess the new word these days is clout. But I will say this though, to creatives, we can't keep doing that. We can't keep pandering. We gotta keep pushing the artists that's making positive music. Us as a people, we got to put them to the front. The smart people, we got to put them to the top, man. Or we gonna keep raising a bunch of fucking NBA young boys. And I don't want to fucking hear it when one of them niggas get older and shoot you in your ass or beat the fuck out of you or something. Like, I don't want to fucking hear it, because I'm over here trying to get Nick and Michael, on some Fresh Prince shit. And we can do it if we chill the fuck out. We don't have to go to fucking Vegas every goddamn day. We don't have to go back and forth to Miami. We can chill the fuck out if we want to and change this shit. But we too busy living our lives. And that's the difference between like the 60s and 70s, I would say, parents versus parents today. Like, they really put their shit on hold for us and said, all right, y'all gonna get y'all shit together. You know what I'm saying? We not doing that, because you'll go to a bar. I saw a picture last week where it was a girl and her mama, and both of them look good, and they had on dress, and they said, which one the mama? Who gives a fuck? Like, y'all shouldn't even be, I feel like this, y'all shouldn't even be taking pictures like that. Why is you and your daughter even on the same fucking level? Me and my dad ain't in no who the sexiest competition. He like, nigga, if you don't fucking learn how to fix this car and cut some grass or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a whole different kind of father than what we are today. And mothers too, you know what I'm saying? It's just a whole different thing. But anyway, back to what I'm saying. We cannot cut our creativity off. And that's what I mean. Like, I'm not going to write nothing different. I'm going to write what I feel. And it's a sci-fi. It's a drama. It's a fucking, what, I don't even know what they call them though. But like, I wrote this one, it's like an autobiography, but it's fake. But it's really his life story. So if you don't fuck with it, then you don't. If I make 100,000, that's fine. If I make 100 million, that'll be so much better. But I'm not selling my soul to no white man or you black motherfuckers neither. I guess that's the point. That's what pandering is. You fucking doing something that's really not you, if you ask me. And that's one of the things I think we got to do. But like I said, man, if we stick to what we do, I think we stick to what we doing would be cool. But we can't keep calling each other sellouts when we go to the white man either. Cause y'all black motherfuckers don't be fucking with people. So if I get to a place and I get with Whitey like don't do me like that, because I've put up post after post, and some of these people shoot movies, and that's one thing too. Shout out to the movie people in Detroit. This last year or so, I really opened my eyes to paying attention to a lot of this stuff. It's a lot of good filmmakers in Detroit, and they doing good stuff. It's a lot of good music out here. It's people that got small businesses that cook and do stuff. We got a lot of good stuff going on. But as far as me, what I relate to is the movie stuff, because that's the path I'm kind of walking right now. But we can't keep doing that. Like, we'll be quick as fuck to call people sellouts and coons, if we take our ideas to the white man, and, we tried to do it here first. First things first, y'all know me now. So if I move somewhere else and then do it, I'm not a sellout. I'm chasing my dream. I wish I could have did it right here in the house, and then we could have did it, because, that's what you want to do. Well, that's me. I don't know what other people want to do. Let me say me, because it is some motherfuckers out here on some sellout shit. Don't let me even say that. I'm not going to even act like I don't see that. It is some motherfuckers that really be like, yeah, black power, and then as soon as they get a fucking dollar, they gone. I'm not trying to do that. I really want to do it here, and I wish I can. My more motivation, speaking, if you want to speak from me, my motivation is more, I just want to show kids that you can do something else besides rap. You can do something else besides play a sport. Like, you can be a fucking doctor for real. You can write a movie. You can be a producer. You can score a movie and still get paid. Still get you a wife and a nice house and a nice car. You can do other stuff to get that Maserati. You do not have to drop a cold album. You can drop a cold album too. I ain't saying nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is that seemed like that's all we want from each other. Like, if you're not rapping or you're not playing, some kind of sport, it's like people look at you funny. And I mean, we all kind of guilty of that, because how we be sometimes, we treat nerds, so to speak, fucked up. But like I said, man, I'm not no sellout, man. I'm just trying to do what I'm doing, man. And so shout out to everybody, man. DetroitCousins.com, Deuce5Clothing.com, createdbyjones.com, refreshuS15.com. Jelon, Zach doing his thing with that camera out there, man. Y'all make sure y'all with him. He on my friend list too. So I don't know, man. If I miss you, above all cuts, my man DB over there. Like, if you doing something, and please let me help. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta really get this ball rolling to another way. Because this shit we doing ain't working. Like, for real. Like, I don't know why people don't think that. But anyway, I'm just saying, that's one thing we got to quit doing. We got to quit having people scared to try something new or work with somebody else in fear of being called a coon or a sellout. We definitely got to cut that shit out, because, that's not what it is. But if somebody like me, if for example, like if I build this up to something, to what I want it to be, because I mean, I do it for myself, but of course I want to have the #1 show in the country. Who wouldn't? Of course I want to sell my movie and do 200 or do $1 billion like Avatar or some shit like that. Of course. But I'm not no sellout if I do all of this myself, like, quote unquote, getting it out the mud on my own, one subscriber at a time. That's what the dude told me one time in the podcast group I was inboxing him, like, man, how the fuck you get all these subscribers? Like, what you do? Just one at a time, bro. And, you kind of believe that. But I hate to sound kind of fucked up, but like, it's people that's kind of around you in your circle. Like, once you make it, then they gonna be like, hey, Mike, man, remember me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to come on the show now, or now you ready to come on and promote your music. When I had 30 subscribers, you wasn't even thinking about me. You know what I'm saying? You was trying to get on fucking, I don't know what show they got for that shit. Now, ain't no more fucking MTV or no BET stuff, but whatever the fuck it is. That's when they want to get hired for the podcast. That's when you need a cameraman, once they see, oh man, he's getting sponsored by fucking McDonald's or whatever. He got some money. I seen him in a new car. You know what I'm saying? Give me some free clothes to rock. Now you ready to wear my shit and post it on the gram. When Deuce 5 Clothing, you see the shit in stores now, or you see the baby wear my shit in this video. Now all of a sudden, Mike, yeah, you still got some of them hats. Yeah, the same fucking hats I done had for the last 3 fucking years trying to sell you motherfuckers. But that's the thing that you got to prepare for. And it be like, now they ready to take pictures with you and all of this stuff, man. And you know, hire me to do some goofy shit, like be my fucking accountant or some shit in the motherfucker. Like, you can't even manage your little $1,400 fucking stimulus check, but nah, cause you my mans with the fucking baby boy voice. Now all of a sudden I gotta just make way for you. And you know, then they hit you with the guilt trip of you know, come on, Mike, man, you a real nigga, right? You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of watch out for that stuff too. I'm talking to the creatives and the people out there. Like, it's nothing wrong. And I say it for y'all. It's nothing wrong with telling somebody that you love and care about, I can't let you fuck this up for me. I done worked too hard, motherfucker. When I had 30 subscribers, you wasn't fuck with me. I ain't cutting you off, but nigga, you ain't about to be the head of my security neither, nigga. You retarded. You do bullshit. You got a quick temper. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain people that I know that if I got rich and let's just say I'm going to the Oscars or whatever. Let's just say, for example, it's certain people that I know and I love that I couldn't take with me. And they gonna have to understand that. And that's where we gotta that's what I mean, like, not put people in a place. I don't want to say it that kind of cut and dry, but like, we got to know who we are and where we at and when. And what are we here for? I'm not here to pander to nobody. I'm here to do what I got to do for me and the people that I love and the people that are around me and the people that support me. So when this motherfucking tree grow and the apple sprout off, who the fuck you think I'm going to ask who hungry first? The nigga who didn't help me do shit or the nigga who did? That's all I'm saying. And you don't have to. And let me put that out there too. This is not me pleading for shit. I don't want nobody to think like, oh, Mike on here crying. I'm upset and I'm disappointed that we got all this talent and all this money and we still be turning talking about what the white man doing to us or for us or not for us, or they won't give us a chance when we spend $200 fucking million on fucking St. Patrick's Day. I'm disappointed. I'm not pandering to that neither. I guess I could say that. I'm not like, oh, please subscribe to my shit. If you want to, cool. I would really like that. I ain't gonna say that I wouldn't, because that'll help me further along my plan, which is to get the attention of these producers and stuff, and then we can party. But at the end of the day, we got to stop that kind of shit with the coon talk and all of that. But this is another thing I want to talk about too with the movie stuff. Where do we get off holding a first time movie dude? Because I read some reviews of some people that I've been following lately that's like quote unquote low budget filmmakers. And you read some reviews and people say, man, it's trash. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the way it was lit. And, you know, the dialogue or whatever. I don't know. People have their complaints about movies. My thing is, and this is what I'm saying, why do we hold these black people? This is to black people, by the way. Why do we all of a sudden become expert critics when somebody, you know, do something? Like, you don't know shit about music. You don't know shit about fashion. You don't know shit about movies. But soon as your fucking cousin sew a shirt, all of a sudden you should have put that patch down. Like, what the fuck? Soon as somebody do a movie, oh man, did you see that shit? You know, Mike shot that movie. What kind of shit he on? My man had his hat to the front in the house. He come outside, he ain't even got no hat on. Like, niggas immediately jump and do that kind of criticism versus, damn, this nigga did a movie. We can, instead of looking at it for what it is, I'm just saying, like, I've read a few comments on, you know, where people do reviews on it, and it was just like, damn, that will stop people from doing stuff. And when we don't present it to you and we take it elsewhere, then we'll sell out. Like, if somebody's shooting a low budget movie, if I shoot a movie, it's going to be a low budget movie. I don't have $1 million, you know what I'm saying? Unless somebody come along. But if me and a couple people got together and shot a movie, I don't want to hear y'all niggas talking about like it being low budget. Like, just enjoy the growth in our culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't do that. And that's the part that fucked me up. But like I said, man, earlier, we can't do no sci-fi. We can't do no motherfucking like sitcoms. We barely can do comedies unless it's just stand up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't got no fucking Like I said, we ain't got no Cosby shows or nothing. And then that's another thing people be doing. Now, y'all tell me I can't do all this other stuff. And then if I do something like, say I do a buffed up or something like that, now I'm dick riding. So it's kind of like, y'all, that's what I mean by pandering. What are we pandering to and for what? Why do we gotta kind of like quote unquote dumb it down? I'm not a comedy writing type dude. Some dudes don't rap about guns. Some people don't like just follow the trend. Some people really want to do something on their own, and that don't make them a sellout or a coon or a dick rider. I just don't get what we doing. And it's like, what we supposed to do? People call Tyler Perry a coon. Like, this man, if nothing else, he showed us that we can do it on our own. He showed us that we can get to a bigger scale. So however you feel about him in the dress and all of that, like I said earlier, like I wouldn't personally do it, but I still look to him for inspiration because look what he did. And not to even, to say it, like, what the fuck have you done? It be motherfuckers really that's part of some of the shit that killed me too. I got on Created by Jones shirt. Somebody be like, man, that shirt whack. Okay, well, do better. Don't just shoot a nigga shit down or tell them, man, maybe you should do this. People won't do that. They'll just say the shit whack, then they'll go off and buy a fucking Balenciaga shoe. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, not hating on them or nothing, but they won't get $1 from me. That's whack. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying about us and doing even in the area of what y'all want us to do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, first of all, y'all want shit for free. And then when we give y'all the free shit, it better be on point. It better be the most expensive fabric. It better be the best shot movie. It better be the best song with such and such on the hook. And then maybe you will take it for free. And that's fucked up. And that's why I say, like, sometimes my thing is, it ain't always whitey, so to speak. And I'm not defending white people by no means. I know it's people out there that make it hard for us. What I'm saying is we don't need them if we give each other a chance. But anyway, I'm off of that because I don't want to be keeping y'all too long, man. Plus, I'm tired. I had a long day today, man. I got up a little too early. I had to work and shit, man. Like, to be honest, this being a grown up shit is some serious shit. Like, I know I done past 40 and all, but like, this ain't what the fuck I thought was going on when I was like 7. I was like, I'm gonna be a police officer. I'm gonna save the city. But no, we got to get up. We got to go to work. We got to pound the pavement. That's what people say. But before that, man, before I get out of here, I do want to say this though. With all this bullshit, how people do things as far as the pandering go, or the pressure that y'all put on us as creatives. If people that, do things and try to be entrepreneurs and stuff like that, what y'all willing to accept and not accept and win and all of that. We got to navigate through all this shit for you to take it for free. But I was laying the other day with my wife and I'm like, this Godzilla and King Kong shit whack as fuck. And people was all up and down the timeline, Instagram, Twitter. Oh man, Godzilla beat his ass and King Kong, the shit was good and not good. And people really, was kind of all on it. Oh man, it was the shit. And I don't know if it's me. I could be hating or not. My question is, what y'all willing to accept and how we gotta, as creatives, we can't allow them to box us in with bullshit because they don't want to, lift up to what we got going on or whatever. I don't know what the problem is. Like I say, I don't have the solution. I do want to have the conversation. But with that being said, the Godzilla and King Kong shit to me was whack as fuck. It ain't had no type of storyline. Like, I don't know. I haven't watched all the King Kongs. I haven't watched all the Godzillas. I don't know how they came together. I thought they was two different things. Obviously, I'm wrong. They sold us a movie on a fight scene. No story, no like build up or nothing. All they did was they shot a few fight scenes. They put a trailer together, and that was enough for y'all. They didn't have to convince you that it was good. They didn't have to ask you to share it. They didn't have to ask you to comment. They didn't have to ask you to fucking pay for Amazon Prime or whatever the fuck it was on. I got all that shit too, but like they didn't have to ask none of y'all to do that. My question is why we got to do that? And our shit better than this. I'm willing to say my shit better than this King Kong Godzilla shit because I don't even know how the motherfuckers even came together. But anyway, I'm confused as fuck as far as this, and maybe y'all can help me out. Maybe the people who wrote it can. What I'm saying is I'm confused. Is they still beefing or not? I watched the movie. Just like I watched all of them. I stopped liking them probably halfway through, but I went on ahead and went all the way through with it. Fuck it. But I'm the same dude that watch every Sharknado. You know what I'm saying? Like I love seeing what people can create. Like if anybody know about Sharknado, is tornadoes with sharks in it, like traveling city to city or whatever, all out of space and shit like that. It's like 6 of them at this point, but I liked them. I ain't gonna say I liked them. They was all right. It give me hope that I can get my shit done. When I watch shit like that, when I watch somebody like the Buffed Up movie, it give me hope that I can get mine done. When I watch something like the McGraw Ave stuff, it give me hope. You know, what's my man Dennis Reed got the First Lady. He got like the 3rd one. It just give me hope. Like, damn, we can really get this done because these folks really, they not rich. They not, I don't know their money situation, but like if we, like I say, I'm a firm believer, if we live 50 miles within each other, we kind of in the same tax bracket. So if you over here doing something, I got a shot. And that's what I'm saying. When I watch stuff like the Sharknado stuff and the Buffed Up, y'all keep it up, man. Good job out there, by the way. But on this King Kong Godzilla shit, I don't know if they still beefing or not because it wasn't no storyline. They was on teams. First of all, Godzilla was hunting this motherfucker. That's the shit I'm saying. Like my shit at least flow a little bit. And I don't know. They was beefing. He hunting them down. Then they get together. Oh shit. Let's stop fighting. Let's beat up the robot Godzilla that I don't know how the fuck. I thought he was going off heartbeats and like, oh, he's the alpha and he got to find other alphas and beat them up. If that's true and he wants to beat up this robot, why he not just knocking down everything that's tall like buildings? But that's not my fucking business. Point is, they just give y'all that and y'all comment and shared it and have full conversations about it, but you won't do it for your cousin movie or your cousin clothing line or your cousin music. You won't do that, but you'll do this. That's all I'm saying. But back to my take on this. Then, to keep you semi-interested, King Kong goes to an upside down, downside up world and find a fucking knife, a sword or axe or whatever the fuck this shit is in this big ass underworld that's in the center of the earth. Out the fucking blue. Now, I don't know, and this is not me hating on the movie. This is me giving my take on watching the movie and listening to how people say when I read reviews of somebody movie from around here and it's people saying that it's whack. How this is whack, but this ain't. Because it's big budget. I think that's what it is. But anyway, he goes down here. He finds this fucking sword. Now, whoever ain't seen the movie, I am sorry. I don't give a fuck. You can watch it yourself. Y'all still watch it. Then they put their shit on pause. They fighting, by the way. They already at each other's neck. Then they see the robot one and they say, you know what, let's put this on pause. And then we can get back to our shit, I guess. Let's fuck him up first. So then they basically beat his ass. The Godzilla, they beat the robot Godzilla ass, basically. And then after that, Godzilla laying there, King Kong laying there, he all fucked up. And Godzilla done whooped his ass. He know he could whoop his ass, but he let him slide. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. I thought he was an alpha and he had to kill all of them. But for some reason, at the end of this movie, he said, you know what? Enough's enough. Go ahead. Be cool. Just take your ass back to Skull Island and go make some more different kind of movies to get the fuck away from me, because I can't kill you, because then that's going to be the end of the brand. That's going to be the end of the franchise. Or they'll come back with some Marvel shit like, you know, this a different universe and all kind of shit that y'all let these people get away with this bullshit, but you won't let your cousin get away with it. You won't let your neighbor get away with it. They got to be tip top on point all the time. Every angle, they got to cross every goddamn T all the time, dot every I all the time. But Godzilla can fucking get up and walk away from a nigga that he left the house to go kill and nobody says nothing. That's all I'm saying. That's my shit. I just feel like we can get this shit a shot. Give your homeboy and them shit a shot. Give me a shot. I don't give a fuck. I'm here to say that. Give me a shot. But not to kiss your ass. I don't want that shot. Take what I got. Take what your cousin got. Take what Suncheyeld got. Take what fucking Linkway and Jelani got. Take Refresh Them Clothes and Platinum Status. We've been working on the stuff with, shout out to Bobo, man. Good, he doing a good job. He finna blow motherfuckers out the water with his shit, by the way. And give us a fucking shot. That's all I'm saying. The same way you give this shit a shot, and have those kind of conversations too. Even, even if it's not that long, just post your homeboy shit, because they give us all kind of goofy shit all the time. Like, I don't know, man. Alien versus Predator. They just said we just gonna put that together. Batman versus Superman. Jason versus Freddy. I don't know, man. It's just a bunch of shit. Like all the Marvel movies, to me, honestly, they just say whatever, and we take it. So why you can't just do that for your homeboy? That's all the fuck I'm saying. Why you can't do that for somebody that you know? But like I said, let us shoot some shit. One mistake, y'all trashing it. Soon as some shit don't make some sense. I remember in New Jack City, when they was fighting in the house, it was dark. And then when he threw him out on the balcony and shit, it was daylight. Like, that's the kind of shit, like, we gonna make those mistakes as people that start, and we don't have $50 million fucking dollars to like call everybody back and fucking reshoot this scene because it wasn't lit right. Y'all gonna have to deal with us on some of this shit. People, music ain't gonna be where you want it to be. First of all, because you ain't even played it yet. You ain't even watched this movie. You ain't even tried on his clothes. You ain't even ate the fucking food this person cooked. Y'all just automatically look and say, well, you don't got a restaurant. That must mean you can't cook. And that's bullshit. But we get held to this high ass standard, and I don't know why. And that's really one of the things that goes back to the pandering. Why do we always gotta like dumb the shit down or excite the shit up? These motherfuckers sold y'all King Kong versus Godzilla, Superman versus Batman. Fucking Batman beat Superman. Get the fuck out of here. The Godzilla movie, this nigga shooting shit out his mouth that he could shoot from here to fucking goddamn Venezuela, but he gonna walk up to the nigga. Why he just didn't shoot him? Like, come on, man. That's all I'm saying. If y'all can give shit like this a shot, give other people a shot. But like I said, if I make a mistake, or if I'm not smoking a blunt, or I ain't got no 1738, or I'm not doing all this extra shit, then all of a sudden I'm not appealing. If such and such ain't writing a dope movie, or he ain't rapping about dope, or this nigga clothes ain't, expensive. That's what I honestly feel that about a lot of these clothing lines, the people that I mess with. If they put $1,000 on their shit, y'all will buy it. But when they say, hey man, get the outfit for $100, for some reason you don't want that deal. And you can get 4 outfits for your $400. No, you want $400 for a fucking headband. And that's because that's cool. Kanye famous line, just to be like, nigga, you ain't up on this. But like I said, we got to get out of that. Before I get out of here, we definitely got to get out of this whole holding us to this standard that's, I don't even know where it came from or how it got there. I don't know why it's there. Who fucking did this to us, to where all of a sudden people are super critics and they know what you should be doing. And it's like, if you know so much, then why you not doing it? Why you not doing it to show me instead of just kicking my shit down? Why you telling me that this dude music whack and you haven't heard it, or you only listened to 8 seconds of it, but 30 minutes after Drake album come out is #1. The whole fucking album is #1 because y'all instantly play it all the way through, giving them a chance. And why you can't 40 million views on a song over the weekend? That's y'all giving him a chance, because the shit could be whack because you never heard it. You just like you never saw some of these movies, just like you never heard my fucking podcast, you never heard this, you never did none of this stuff, but yet and still over here is cool, but not over here. And that's the conversation that I would like to have. Who are we pandering to and why? And as creatives, We can't do that because that's how the babies get fucked up. Because we out here saying, you know what? You right, man. I do need a gimmick for people to watch my podcast. Let me do some stupid shit that's going to have my boys looking at me like I'm retarded. Because they going to be really like, Daddy, what in the fuck is you doing with that blunt in your mouth out the blue? Why is you drunk, my nigga? It's Tuesday. Don't you got to work? No, I quit that job. I'm finna hit the block like a real nigga. Like, come on, man. That's why I say we all got to do something. I'm just trying to start the conversation, and that's the conversation of today. Why do we have to pander anyway? No matter to who it is. Why can't we just be accepted? Why can't y'all just understand that we really putting our best foot forward? But I'm off of that. I'm tired. I went past an hour, and I told myself before I started I wasn't going past no hour, but I did yet again. But if y'all want to be a guest on the show, y'all want to send in some music, advertise on the show, got any questions, Mike with a mic 313@gmail.com. That's Mike with a mic 313@gmail.com. The song that I played at the top is Suncheyeld, Stand Up, off his Food for Thought Part 1 album, because he got Part 2 coming out. He got a fragrance coming out. This is his joint, Created by Jones. You can catch him at createdbyjones.com. DetroitCousins.com. Look for that. Be the change that you want to see in Detroit. RefreshUs15.com. I mentioned Platinum Status. That's another dude. My man Cordell. We getting that together. And like I said, man, we can do this together. That's always be my message. We can do this. All this stuff that's happening with white people to black people, we got to be careful what we ask for. Help us, Whitey. You know, if we gonna do it on our own, then let's do it on our own. But if we ask for their help, we got to understand a lot of shit come with that. And we dealing with a lot of that shit because we getting intertwined with them. So I think we should be able to get along. But at this point, I think we do need to back up a little bit, and everybody just fend for them, take care of they race or they folks. And that's not me saying black and white. I'm saying like together. If this is what we gonna do over here, we gonna do our movie shit and that's it. We gonna do our music shit. We gonna promote and do this. That's why I said it a little while ago. Like, I'm not changing nothing I'm doing for nobody else. This is what I'm doing, and I'm doing it over here. If you fuck with me, then you're gonna have to come over here. And that's just where I'm at in life with me. That's why if I don't get it, I'm not going to feel bad because some white person didn't give it to me, because he might have to want to Illuminati me. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the fuck people be saying, or be able to feel like he got the right to beat the shit out of me because you helped me out. And I'm not going to do it for black people because I don't feel like if you do something for me, I owe you. And that's the vibe that people are getting these days. And that's just something, that's a conversation that we need to have. And we got to be honest about it too. So with that being said, man, I'm going to get the fuck up out of here. I don't have the answer, man. I just want to have the conversation. And if y'all got anything, man, Mike with a mic 313@gmail.com. Y'all can get on this outro, man. I'm done.
You were just listening to. Thanks for listening to.